Hi guys, this is Divya and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing few tips and tricks which will be really useful if you are a woman with the heavy breast. So in today's lifestyle, it is very important to stay updated with the latest fashion trend, and I personally believe it is also very important to know your personal style, to understand what suits you the best and then be dressed according to that. And on top of that, if you are a woman with the heavy breast, it becomes really challenging and difficult and tricky to find out clothes which fits perfectly on your chest and does not display much of them. So I have gathered some tips and tricks which will make your life easier, and it will make easy for you to look and feel your best. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now my first tip would be to avoid high necks and turtlenecks. This is the most important fashion tip if you have heavy breast. Now wearing high necks or turtlenecks creates an appearance of a uni boob or a single boob, which obviously is not at all flattering. So that is the reason we generally tend to avoid high necks or turtlenecks, and instead of that, in the remedy of that or in the replacement of that, you can wear v-necks. Now what the v-neck does is that it creates an expanse area of skin between your neck and your bust, and thereby all the focus goes on that area instead of your bust, and which in turn leads to the smaller appearance of your breast, which is what we want, right? Also make sure that the neckline stops at the cleavage and it doesn't go too deep, because deep cut necklines again draw the attention towards your breast, which we do not want. Along with the V necklines, you can also go with boat necks, you can go for scoop necks, you can go for U necks, you can go for sweetheart, but yeah, try to say no to turtlenecks and high necklines. Okay, my second tip would be to wear wrap dresses or wrap tops. Now wrap dresses and wrap tops are perfect if you have heavy bust. It is an overlapping piece, so what it does is that it again creates the V neckline, which we discussed in the last tip. Now what V neckline does is that it accentuates your waist and puts the focus on your waist rather than on your bust, which is exactly what we need. Also, wrap dresses separate the breast and they improve the exterior form of your breast. It takes away the fuzziness from the breast and they flatter your figure really well. So next time when you go out for a party, do try the wrap dress or wrap top and you will see the difference. Okay guys, so my third tip would be to consider the length of the top or the dress which you are going to wear. We usually do not give any consideration to the length of the top or the dress, but believe me, it makes all the difference when it comes to the enhancing of appearance of the breast. If you are someone with the heavy bust, opt for the 3/4 sleeves or full sleeves, because it gives that slimming effect and it balances out the act in such a way that the upper portion looks less heavy than the lower one. So that's a plus point. Still, if you love to wear half sleeves top or without sleeves top, then go for thicker straps. Do not go for spaghetti tops or noodle strap tops, because what they does is that they do not provide support to your breast, and moreover they exaggerate the appearance of your breast and they make them more wider and more fuller and more bigger than they are. So if possible, stick to the 3/4 sleeves or full sleeves, and if you still love wearing the half sleeves top or without sleeves top, go for the thicker straps. Okay, my next tip would be to skip on the horizontal block stripes. Now what horizontal stripe does is that it makes the frame wider, it makes your chest look more wider, and that is why you look more bigger and more wider than you actually are. Instead of going for the horizontal stripes, go for the vertical narrow stripes, because what they do is that they draw your eye upwards and in turn they make your chest look smaller. This is because it tricks the eye into thinking that the two sides of your body are closer together, and because of that it makes your chest look smaller. So if you want to go for stripes, go for vertical stripes instead of horizontal stripes. Okay, so the next tip would be to layering. Layering is your best friend if you are having heavy breast. Now what layering does is that it cover up the area which you do not want to show, of course. So go for the well fitted jackets or shrugs or cardigans or blazer which fit you really well. They should not be too loose, they should not be very clingy, clingy. They should be well fitted so that it gives a structure to the dress and they make you look super attractive and smart as well. And even if you want to wear turtlenecks or spaghetti tops, you can wear them and then you can layer them up so that they do not expose or exaggerate your breast, and they cover them up in a proper manner. And yeah, that's what I said, layering does all the tricks if you have heavy breast. Okay, my next tip would be to stick to the short necklaces. So if you are someone who has heavy breast, do not wear long necklaces, because what they do is that they sit awkwardly on your large breast and they draw the eye downwards and thereby makes your breast look more bigger than they are. So go for these smaller necklaces. You can go for statement necklaces, you can go for chains, you can go for necklaces with the multiple chains, you can go for bold necklaces, you can go for chokers. So go for the necklaces which are small and they put the focus on your neck instead of your bust. If you go for the longer necklaces, they put the focus on your breast, and if you go for these small necklaces, they put the focus on the skin between the neck and the breast, and that is what we want. Okay, my next tip would be to choose the right kind of the fabric of the top or the dress which you are going to wear. Usually we do not pay much attention to the fabric of the top or the dress. We just check if it is itchy or not. But it is very important to understand the importance of the fabric. Do not go for the fabrics like satin or velvet, because they stick to your body and they hug to your body very tightly and then they exaggerate the size of your breast. Choose some other fabrics like cotton, soft cotton, Kashmiri, and even for that case you can go for viscose rayon. Go for anything which is soft on your skin, which is not too clingy, doesn't hug to your body, and it's not very skin tight, because if it is body hugging then it will make your breast look larger than it is. Okay, so my next tip would be to wear jumpsuits. Now there are so many great things about jumpsuits. For a starter, jumpsuit is one-in-one outfit, so you don't need a separate top or a separate bottom. It's a one complete outfit, and it is the best thing if you are someone who has got heavy bust. The key here is to choose a flattering cut that puts more focus on your lower body than your upper body. So go for a jumpsuit that focuses more on your lower half than your upper half, and I'm sure there are so many jumpsuits available over here which makes you look really slim. Also, you can go for darker colors, as there is a rule with the darker colors that they make you look slimmer. Similarly, in case of the bust also, if you wear dark colors, they look much more smaller and they are not much more exposed, they don't look that much bigger. So yeah, go for the dark colors in jumpsuit and find that right kind of jumpsuit which, you know, focuses more on your lower half than your upper half. Okay, my next tip would be to use accessories like scarves. Now, scarves are versatile accessories. They can be used to add a pop of color to your outfit. They can be used to keep you warm and stylish, to cover up that deep neckline. They can be draped, and you know, they can be helpful in diminishing the size of the breast. Idea here is to put the focus on the scarf rather than on the bust. So yeah, that's the trick over here. Okay, my next tip would be to choose a right kind of bag. Having a right kind of a bag can have a great impact on how you look. So if you are someone with heavy breast, choose a medium or a large bag, because it provides a sense of a balance instead of going for a small or a tiny compact bag, which again exaggerates and it gives you an appearance of the larger boobs if you are carrying a smaller bag. I mean, it's very small thing, but yes, it also makes a difference, and a small change can make a huge difference, so why not go for it. Okay, so my last tip would be to invest in a well-fitted bra. A perfect foundation is really important over here. If you are wearing an ill-fitted innerwear, you cannot expect your clothes to look really well, and they are for sure going to look out of place. So it is very important to invest in a well-fitted bra. So what I also do is that I invest a huge amount in my minimizer. I think the quality of your innerwear should be really well. I would compromise on my clothes. I will get one less kurti, one less top or one less dress, but I think I'll buy only 2 or 3 minimizers, but I buy them of very good quality because I cannot compromise on this point. So that is what I would suggest you. Go for minimizers, go for the bras with the full coverage. Do not go for push-up bras or fancy bras. I know that they look very attractive, but it is very important to have good fitting, have a good foundation so that you get very well fitted clothes. So guys, these were all the styling tips and tricks, and I hope that you find them useful. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to follow them. It's just that you have to be confident in whatever you are wearing. If you are confident in wearing horizontal stripes, then you are good to go. You have to understand your personal style, what suits you. These are just the generic and the general things which I have observed. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if yes, do not forget to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel for all the amazing videos, and I'll see you in my upcoming videos. Till then, you take care of yourself. Tata, bye.